All right, let's talk about the PlayStation 5 Pro. So yesterday, I'm a little late on the news, but Sony decided it was a great idea to release their footage and I guess trailer of the PlayStation 5 Pro. Basically a technical trailer of the system, the technical aspects, how it works and what they're upgrading from the normal version of the PlayStation 5. Now, as I'm watching the video and they are showing the differences between the PlayStation 5's performance mode and the fidelity mode, those are clear differences. One's running at 30, one's running at 60. One's focused on graphical quality, one's focusing on performance. That is a clear difference in quality and performance, period, point blank. You can just see the difference. It's obvious what you're doing. You're obviously swapping from one thing to the next. Whether you want to, prioritize the graphics, you're going to suffer in FPS. If you want to optimize the performance, you're going to swap to that performance mode, and then there you go. You got your 60 FPS on most titles. Now, it wasn't until they started swapping to the PlayStation 5 Pro and showed us The Last of Us 2 for the, fifth time. Probably not the fifth, I'm exaggerating, but I don't know how many times they're going to try to do that to us, but I mean, it's whatever. The Last of Us 2, I like the game. Okay, that's fine. Looks good anyway. Looks good on the 5, on the regular one. It wasn't until they started showing the PlayStation 5 Pro gameplay side by side with the PlayStation 5 that I started to see, like, okay, so, the graphical quality is slightly better, 60 FPS. That's a good thing. I had no quarrels or qualms about any of this. I had nothing to really say except this is good. This is a good upgrade, I guess. People wanted to have that FPS increase, faster rendering, and having advanced ray tracing is all a good thing. It wasn't until we got into the price point that things started to get a wee bit weird for me personally. And it seems like it's not just me either, but I can only speak for myself right now, because when I saw that shit, I looked at the screen like, you are clearly out of touch, Sony. You're charging $700 for the smallest upgrade possible. You might as well build yourself a fucking PC. Why would you ever pay $700 if you already own a PlayStation 5? Let's be honest. You're not spending another $700 to upgrade. Let's put that like that simple. Hell, when you're upgrading your PC, most of the time you're spending $300-$400 on a new GPU. Actually, now that I think about it, why would you even buy the PlayStation 5 Pro when you can literally buy a budget build PC and just have everything? What is the point? You can literally build you a PC for $800, for $700. When I saw this price point, I'm looking at this shit like available November 7th. I'm reading it down, I'm reading it from the top to the bottom. So I'm not even looking at the price of that, but I'm just looking, okay, PlayStation 5 Pro, available November 7th, 2024. Okay, that's this year, y'all. We finna get a PlayStation Pro. And then my eyes focus like a camera right onto that young $699.99. And I'm looking at it, I just couldn't believe what I was looking at. $700 for a PlayStation 5 Pro. Sony, you got to be out of your goddamn minds if you think anybody's going to want to pay $700 for the slightest upgrade possible. People are just going to build themselves a PC, but you have to understand something. When you are playing on a PlayStation or Sony brand product, they are looking at it like you aren't just paying $700 for, the upgrades. The upgrades are going to happen regardless. You're paying for exclusivity. And that's the thing here. They want you to pay for the PlayStation Plus. They want you to pay for the exclusive games they give first. Stellar Blade, Wukong. Wukong's on PC though, but they want you to pay for shit like that. They want you to pay for shit like Gran Turismo. That's why they're showing their first party games. God of War, Ratchet and Clank. Those games are on Sony PlayStation 5 and 4 before they even thought about dropping it to PC. Now, they have the upper hand here because PC ports tend to be a little on the, on the weird side. Let's be honest here. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. There's a lot of technical issues that comes with the PC when it comes to the ports. But who's gonna want it? You're talking to the casual, the average consumer here. Who is gonna want to spend $700 fucking dollars on what they're looking at as just an upgrade? They're not thinking about anything else. I'm not spending $700 on that. Let me be honest with you. It's not worth it. You could just build you a PC. Build a PC and wait for the ports, because they're gonna get ported to PC eventually. Hell, Ratchet and Clank did it. God of War did it. Hell, God of War 1 and Ragnarok did it. Returnal did it. Ghost of Tsushima did it. Final Fantasy did it. Why would you spend $700? Why would you spend $700? That's not even tax. Tax is not even included in this shit. Let's be honest. When they put tax on that shit finna come out to be like $730. Let's be honest here. That's no tax. So why would you spend $700 when you could build you a PC for what, $50 more, $100 more, that can do more than the PlayStation 5 can, where you can actually record shit, videos, all type of stuff? Why would you nerf yourself like that? It didn't make sense to me. The PlayStation 5 Pro is not worth $700. It's sad to say, because I was actually looking forward to seeing exactly, you know what I'm saying, what was going to be the upgrade here. The upgrades are nice, but it doesn't justify the price point. The price point seems like it's they're pricing outside of their consumer base. They're not in tune with who their audience is. Again, Sony making a Concord ass mistake. I don't know who they got behind the marketing team. They need to fire they ass immediately. It looks like Sony is saying, hey, you motherfuckers didn't buy Concord. Here, buy this instead now. Yeah, no, I don't think so. And I think it's going to be a wake-up call when not too many people end up pre-ordering or buying that young PlayStation. I don't even know if you can pre-order it, but they're not going to buy the PlayStation 5 Pro until that price drops. I could justify $600. I could justify a $600 price point. $500 even. $500 is good. I could justify $600 though, but a $700 price point, it's not justifiable in my opinion. And you know what? And I'm glad I'm not in the minority on this. But for me, Sony's out of touch.